I'm Scott Al Miller. It is the 7th of February, 2023, and this is my vlog of daily life in León, Nicaragua. I'm out for a walk in the country today and doing some filming for multiple different days. I'm coming through the incredibly small village of El Infiernito, which is along Nicaragua 14 as you head west towards the beach. I'm going to step into the shadows here of this beautiful tree and this huge storm drain here and show this little village. So the bus, actually, I tried to turn on the camera, but this is the GoPro 9 and it doesn't turn on that quickly. The bus came up and around this corner and they stopped right up there and let about 6 people out, these people that are walking right here. And that just highlights that the chicken bus coming from the city comes through these little villages, and that's how this is serviced. Like, almost no one out here has cars. These are incredibly rural, incredibly poor little villages, but if you're going to do shopping or get a job, you got to go into León, which is of course very close. The bus, it's less than 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to most places in the city. But so we have the Nicaragua 14 here, so that's León that way, and the beach this way. We have the houses along the road. They just go up from about the corner there. Along here, there is a pulperia right in there. We've got this road here. Got this house here and these big fields on both sides on the other side of Nicaragua 14, and then this road going back here. And this is like the whole thing. This is the storm drain I was mentioning. Look at the size. Constantly as I walk through Nicaragua, the storm drains are just whatever these are. These storm ditches are so huge. They're able to handle so much. You can see the structure to handle the waterfall as it comes down. This is how, when we first moved here, we heard about children being swept away during the storms out on these roads, and you're like, how does that happen? This is how it happens. Those things take thousands of gallons of water very quickly and can get quite dangerous all throughout the city and out here in the country. And oh, there's cows out in that field over there. So this is just a beautiful spot along the road. I wanted to show this because this is the farthest that I have walked west on Nicaragua 14, other than actually at the beaches where I used to film all the time. Of course, that's all the way west. And this is just another beautiful, I know on the show it's kind of like, oh, there's a lot of green and fields. Like, yeah, Nicaragua, green and fields, okay. But my right foot, I've been walking for, see if my watch won't tell me because people are sending me so many messages, but it's probably a couple miles that I've been walking. My foot is not in terrible shape, but it does hurt. And I'm starting to get sciatica in my right leg, which I think is being caused by, because of the foot, it causes me somehow to pinch the sciatic nerve. And I never used to get sciatica while walking, only while sleeping and only in certain positions. And now as I get older and with the foot damage, it's way more frequent. And sometimes I get it while just out and walking around. What a beautiful little spot. Just so pleasant along here. I love being able to bring you guys along and show you all this stuff as we walk through. It's so rural and it's so nice. I love that this is part of my job, right? What do you do, Scott? Well, I go out and I walk through beautiful open countryside. I get some fresh air and exercise, and I bring all the people who live in the little box I hold with me, and they travel along, riding in my tiny little handheld tour bus as I dictate nothing in particular to everyone. So my big thing today on the 7th, which hopefully is when I put this video, because I'm out of order recording and doing a great job of keeping up at this point, but sometimes they get a little bit hard to keep track of. I do my best. But today on the 7th, I actually, did end up spending the evening. This is the day. I just recorded this, so you just heard this, but Dominica spent the day at our friends at the Girls' Day pool party. They had a very nice day. Really enjoyed that. But she got back at a decent time, like 8, 9 o'clock. But the girls and I are like, tonight we are watching The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Episode 5. That is our thing. Luciana and I watched Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. She was like, okay. Not like into it, but she was okay with it. She's like, we got to watch the trilogy. I'm like, yes. So that was a couple days ago, and I made the episode on that. I think it was the 3rd, if I remember correctly. And today, she and Liesel decided that they wanted to watch Empire Strikes Back. That's what we were doing tonight. So I took care of dinner, got them food, and we settled in and watched Empire Strikes Back, and it was so much fun. It's my favorite of all the Star Wars movies. I'm actually hopping over to the very nice shaded other side of the road. Oh, this is nice. And I'm doing this because I got to stop and show you guys some stuff that's a little bit crazy. And this specifically, Paul, a couple days ago, asked me to come out and on my walks come to this specific spot and film and figure out what this is, because it's not just, oh, that's interesting, you should show it. It's also, what is that? And everybody wants to know. So we're going to figure it out here in just a minute. I'm going to make you guys wait. You got to watch. You got to stay on the show. Don't be skipping ahead. I'm going to program this that if you skip ahead, it doesn't show it. So don't do it. Just stay with me. But we watched Empire Strikes Back, and that was great. I'm really excited. So for both of them, it was the first time. Lisa and I had seen Star Wars previously. Luciana saw it the other day, but this is both of their first time for Empire. And neither of them was like, yes, that was awesome, but they were both like, I liked it. Yeah, it was watchable. And so they're looking forward to Return of the Jedi, and this is just such a special moment as a dad. From the time your kids are born, from the time you will someday have kids, growing up in the ages that I did, you really have this like, someday I will get to watch Star Wars with my kids. I feel like Eric Foreman from that 70s show and from that 90s show, but it's true. And it's funny, I was thinking just before I watched that 90s show, which you'll know from the show that I do in the future, but not very distant future, why wasn't Leia a more popular name? I feel like a lot of people my age or just a little bit older that Star Wars came out when they were kids ages, why wasn't Leia a more popular girl's name? And then that was the daughter's name in the show, and I'm like, yes, I called it, but without having seen it. And so we watched that, and that was just a really special night for me as a dad. And then after the movie was over, I had been doing this all day, and I stayed up late and worked on it, and I finally finished. Took me a year and a half. This was such a huge project. I got the first episode of This is Nicaragua published. It is out. I mentioned it already on the show because the show, has a delay. It's been linked a few times. You guys have watched it a ton, but today's the day I actually finished it and posted it in the middle of the night. And it is just a 4.5 minute tour of the Laguna de Apoyo in Masaya, Nicaragua, but it is a completely new channel. It is a new project that I'm very excited about, to try to make a serious travel show about Nicaragua. It's not like this. This is my vlog. This is just whatever's going on in my life, that's what you get. And I'm happy to talk about topics that people care about or whatever, but this is my vlog, so it's a very informal, very rambling, and if I go to Honduras tomorrow, then you're coming with me to Honduras. It's not a dedicated show where we're like, okay, today we're doing Grenada and giving you a tour of Grenada kind of thing. So that's why we have a new show, This is Nicaragua, where we're going to take you around and show you very specifically and kind of build a combination of a travel guide to Nicaragua. Buenas tardes. Got the horses coming by. And so a travel guide to help you come to Nicaragua, plan a vacation, plan whatever, but also a triptych, so that for those of you who may never make it here, have an opportunity to kind of travel and see the country, which you do on this channel too, but here you're very much seeing it through my eyes in a very as I go kind of way day to day, and there's a whole bunch of the same thing over and over, but on that it'll be, here is this town, here's that town, here's this activity, here's that activity, presented in a way that you can kind of visualize those activities or places or whatever. So that has been a really long time getting that footage. I filmed it on the channel. If you go back and look at my Laguna de Apoyo videos on the vlog, you can be like, oh, that's when he filmed it? Yeah, that's when I was there filming, and it took all that time to get all the editing done. And when I started, I didn't have all the tools that I do now, so that took a long time, but that was tonight, and that was a huge thing for my day. Now, I'm out here at this place. I don't know its name, so we're gonna go explore this live, but first I'm on the far side of the road. I'm gonna turn this around so you can actually see this. And so I came from down there, right? That's Leon, and we're heading towards the beach, and just brace yourself for this weirdness. And what is it, you ask? I do not know, but we are heading over there, and we're gonna do our best to find out. We've been driving past this for 2 years. We've been seeing it. We've never seen someone come or go. No one's ever talked about it. We have no idea what this is, but we are going to find out right now, live on the show, you, me, and everyone else who lives in this little box. Let's go. Okay, so we're walking up on this place right now, and I don't know. Like this is just, it's great. I love all these colors. I love this minion on the tires, this little picnic spot out here. It's open, we could like pop in. There's a Christmas tree. What? Okay, so this is clearly the entrance. Got some nice bushes. There's a wishing well, but it's made of tires. Welcome. There's a pool here, 50 Cordoba. This is called the Via Las Mercedes. Interesting, there's another picnic table out here. There's a tire on the road that really looks like a snake. This is, oh, that's much more clear. This has probably got to be the title slide right here. I'm just filming this for Valentina, so she's got this to work from. Interesting. So these are the Leon lions. Of course, everything in Leon has lions. These must be the activities you have in here. I have no idea. And if we go past this, right, it's right into these wide open fields. So there's very little here. But this is a very large bar, actually, right over here, I'm pretty sure. Which, of course, nothing's going on now. It's the middle of the afternoon. But this is wild. I'm just going to... It says open. It actually says open right on the sign. Who comes here? Well, these guys. But we're in the middle of nowhere. Look at this. Oh my gosh. All right. Paul's going to be excited that I came here. What? Look at this giant space. Place to play soccer. Place for a barbecue. There's someone in the window up there. There's people. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's a playground. There's a thing. All right, I'm not gonna bother them, but what? What am I finding? What is going on? I gotta bring the kids here. There's a pool and it's cheap. So 50 Cordoba is about $1.50, right? So just for the fun of going to the pool and showing you guys that place, I've got to do, right? That's awesome. The stuff you find in Nicaragua is sometimes just the funniest stuff. I mean, of course, you need a pool and a playground and gardens and stuff, but we're so far outside the city. Like, there's big, like, pool things inside the city. You don't need to come way out here. I'm not sure who's potentially coming out here to do this stuff. Now, this is Billares Mayorga, and actually, we know this place a little bit because Paul likes to play pool, and they got some music going on. I'm just gonna hop over off the sidewalk and I'll show this. So we see this from the road quite a bit because it lights up at night and you might be able to hear the music. I'm gonna try to minimize that, but I'll show the sign. They have a phone number and everything. This is a big billiards hall out in the country. And it seats, I mean, it doesn't seat 100 people or anything like that, but it's a bar that's able to throw a fair shindig on a night. And very, very interesting. So that is our adventure of the evening. Or the evening? It's not the evening. Of the afternoon. And this beautiful open field with the volcanoes over there, that's still San Cristobal. It's always the one you see. We're out here. Now I'm on some really nice flat ground. This is actually, so Dominica wanted me to look for places where you can walk pretty easily. And I'm gonna say out here, let's show the ground. This is nice, just decently flat. It's not a sidewalk. There's a decent amount of area here that if you parked at Via Las Mercedes, as funny as that is, you could walk for quite some distance on this is nice, solid, hard, a little bit of grass, so it's easy on your feet. It's all nice and even. I'm gonna show this. So I was talking to Liesel about that mountain this morning and saying, I wanna find a way to get over there because I wanna climb that mountain. Obviously, you can tell from the GoPro, that is not like a mountain. It's just a high spot in the ground, right? But it's several hundred meters up. It's got, well, 150 meters up probably. And I bet it's got great views and is not hard to climb. So I'd like to get out there and go up at some point, get some views. I just have no idea how to get there. That's one of the things I do on these walks is try to figure out how I can get from place to place because it's all pretty crazy trying to do these connectors between, because it's like the roads go weird places and things don't go over the river and, oh, this is interesting. And sometimes you just find a house with like a huge field and there's a big building back there. What is any of this? I don't know. I just don't know. Stop asking me all these questions. I don't know the answer. I don't have the answers to everything, okay, people? And then this is a serious hedgerow. This must be a quinta that I was not aware of. Whoa, whoa, hey doggies. Hi, is this your house? Is this your house? Did I scare you? They kind of surprised me, I'll give you that. But generally dogs here are very friendly. I mean, dogs are just friendly things, right? Dogs like people, but they don't like strangers and they don't like surprises. Now they're over here and they're following me along. They're like, you better stay outside the barbed wire fence. Yeah, trust me, I'm staying outside the barbed wire fence. This is a lot of nice walking so far along here though. There's clearly something in here. We're gonna see a driveway here in just a minute. But so that was my day. That was our exploration. That was our, there he is. Hi, oh, yeah. Hi, you're a cutie. I'm their only adventure for the day, right? They've been waiting weeks for someone to walk by here and be able to bark at them. Oh, here we go. Much more open space here. All right, we're gonna leave you guys here for the day with these barking dogs in this orchard. Oh, how nice. It's a really nice orchard. You're the orchard protection dogs. They're the ones keeping all the fruit safe. Now you know who keeps the fruit safe here in Nicaragua. And that's what we answered on today's video. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of my everyday life and adventures and travel and fruit discovery and weird pools in the middle of the country. We do the weirdest things. Please remember to like and subscribe. I said that if you'd like to support the show, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Scott L. Miller. And as always, post on social media, tell your friends about the show, watch an extra episode, hit an extra like, do something. That's what gets the show going. And check out my new show, This is Nicaragua. Links below and go to my main page, it's there. Or if you're searching, you can just do a search for This is Nicaragua. It's got the symbol with the Guardabarranco bird on it and the picture of Saeed, our hotel manager, pointing to Laguna de Apoyo. It's good stuff. That's where I do my real editing, and hopefully new episodes coming up there. It'll be like once a month is kind of my target, but hopefully pretty soon. But here on the vlog, as always, every day, I will see all of you tomorrow.